Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans.
12 seconds remaining, Jackson. Tighten it over!
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Welcome to Lenape High School for tonight's wrestling matchup between the Pennsauken Indians and the Lenape Indians. My name is Ethan Hartley, and this is Scott Glossner. What do you expect from tonight's match, Scott?
Well, I don't know, Ethan. Pensauken's got a couple guys out of the lineup, although they are in the playoffs. So for Lenape, this is a big match for them tonight. Now, they've struggled a little bit this year. They're very young. But this is going to be a good test against a team that has qualified for the South Jersey playoffs. So I look for a good matchup here tonight on LDTV.
Great. Thanks, Scott. We're right back after these messages.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmelagrana@lrhsd.org.
Hello, welcome back to this evening's match. Just currently going through the starting lineups for this evening.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Pennsauken has a couple of kids that are out of the lineup today. They had some sort of extracurricular, I believe it was a band trip, so normally they have a pretty full lineup, but tonight they're missing at least 4 starters.
It is now time for the AXA Equitable Keys to the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other need-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, Be Life Confident, 732-452-7275. And for Pennsauken, we have win each period.
Yeah, you know, if you win the first period, you win the second period, you win the third period, you're going to win the match, Ethan. But that's a difficult thing to do. But if you can control your opponent and get more points in a period, then build from there.
And for Lenape, we have pushed the pace.
Yeah, don't take rest periods. If you take time off, it allows your opponent to catch his breath, to be less winded. You got to push the pace. You got to really push him. Tire him out. Comes to your advantage.
And for both teams, we have bonus points.
Well, in bonus points, that's the key in any match. But tonight, Pensauken's really behind the 8 ball because they've got 5 forfeits listed, and that's already bonus points. That's, 6 points, that's like a fall. So it's going to be very tough to overcome. So the Indians of Lenape have to be very careful not to give up the bonus points to allow Pennsauken to get those bonus points back that they're giving up via forfeit.
And there you have your AXA Equitable Keys to the Game. Still have starting lineups going through.
So As you see, our final introduction there at heavyweight, we're going to be starting at 106, which is a random draw. It used to be started every match at the first weight class. Many years ago, they've changed that so that the same wrestlers are not going first, second, every single match. So tonight it happened that the draw came. Traditional, 106 pounds to start us off. Lovely rendition of our national anthem there as we take a look over at the Lenape sideline. Now the referee will call, Tracy Emmons is our referee, longtime South Jersey ref. We'll call the head coaches. That's Steve Wallace for Pennsauken and Coach Eastlick for Lenape. I coached Coach Eastlick back when he was in high school, so it's, you know, it's nice to come and see him.
It is now time for the AXA Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other need-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable Be Life Confident, 732-452-7275. Let's send it over to Scott Minshaw with the report.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'm down here right next to the mat where we're about ready to get underway here at Lenape. I was able to speak to the Pennsauken coach a few minutes ago, and he told me that this Pennsauken team unfortunately has been struggling for the last couple matches. They're looking to come to Lenape tonight and get their streak turned around and start making a better half for the second half of the season. That's all I got. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thanks, Scott, with the excellent sideline report. As we go through the first weight class drawn.
Denard McNair wins by forfeit. Now we'll have our first matchup, and this should be a good one. This is the senior for Lenape, Brian Boyle, against Carlos Padua, who is closing in, if I remember correctly, closing in on 100 wins for his career.
That's excellent for him, obviously.
He's on pace. If he continues it the way he's going this year, he will get 100 wins before the year's over. But there's our first points, and it's going to be a takedown on a nice double leg, and now he's looking to tilt him. That's called a tilt there. Riding on top, trying to expose his back for near fall points. Boyle doing a nice job of controlling Padua's hips. Turns him back inside to the center. Referee's position, Boyle on top since he's leading 2-0 now in this contest. 6 points on the board already for the Lenape team with the forfeit at 106. Constant motion by Padua, that's nice. Padua there with a nice sit and turn. Gonna get his escape now, so they're gonna be neutral. Gonna front headlock there. Oh, nice double leg shot and a real nice finish there by Boyle. Nice penetration, as I've said many times on broadcast. It's not the key, Ethan, is not to get to the man, it's to go through the man. And you saw by that explosive shot there by Boyle, it actually knocked Padua off of his feet a little bit and made it much easier for him to take him down. We're under now 30 seconds to go in the first period. The reason is, earlier I mentioned those coaches were out there, they flip a disc for red or green, and whoever wins the flip has the choice of going first or having choice at the end of the first period in the odd or even matches. Lenape has the even matches, so at the end of this period in just a few seconds, it'll be Lenape's choice as to whether they take top in the second, bottom in the second, or whether they go on their feet, which is neutral. So it'll be Lenape's choice, and then every other match it'll go back and forth between the two schools. Battle of the Indians here.
Yeah. Good takedown there.
A nice return to the mat there by Boyle. Lenape's choice, he defers, so he's going to wait till the third, much like we see in football where they win the toss at the opener and defer to the second half. Same idea. Here Boyle has deferred to the third period, and Padua has taken down. Four nothing here as we start period number 2. Looking for a one-on-one there to try to pull that wrist in. And Padua has to do what we call a knee slide here, get his knees up under him. There he goes there, but a nice attempt at a tilt, but didn't quite get it. Riding under the arms with a claw there, very nicely done. Good ride here by Boyle. Padua now looking to sit and turn, but nice job to capture the trail arm there by Boyle, forcing Padua back down to his base. Very close to the out of bounds line there. And they go out of bounds. No change, so Brian Boyle still will have the top position. Leading here 4-1 in our 113-pound matchup. And we're going to get a caution on green. Means he started before the whistle. You're allowed 2 cautions for free. It's when you get the third and subsequent one thereafter that a point is awarded to your opponent. Oh, there's a nice tilt, but he's got to count. Now you might have, referee was not in our view there, and he's going to get a near fall for that. Nice job there with a little tilt there by Brian Boyle. Now he's looking for a half and a one-on-one on the near side. Good job by Padua to peel the half off. Now Boyle looking side to side, and there's another nice sit and turn by Padua, and his second escape of the match, trailing now 6-2, cuts the deficit to 4 as we approach 30 seconds remaining. Now good single. Nice sprawl there by Padua, now working on the crossface. And Boyle's got to try to get his knees under him here and maybe turn the corner to his right.
Good job.
There he did nice job there. And is he, oh, a nice little flurry, but then there's going to be no control there, so they'll stay standing. Carlos Padua with a takedown and looking like backs, and and the buzzer runs out on him, and that'll be a 2-point near fall. That'll tie the score, or make it, 8. I was going to say, I have it 6-6. So Boyle put himself in a lot of trouble right there. Got a little sloppy. Now he's going to take neutral in the third. And nope, out of bounds. No control before the wrestlers went out of bounds. That was very close. Nice shot there by Boyle. He got a little lackadaisical in that last period and almost cost him. If he'd have had more time, Boyle could be in a lot of trouble. Fortunately for Brian Boyle, the buzzer did go, ending the second period. Carlos Padua looking for some sort of underhook here. He's got the front headlock, and we're going to stalemate. Neither wrestler able to gain any advantage there, and so referee calls for the stalemate, and they'll go back to neutral again and start over. And a warning for stalling against Padua, and Boyle's in on the takedown, but does not get it. Nice little whizzer in there by Carlos Padua. Prevented the takedown, but he's got a stalling warning, so he won't be able to back up anymore. And here's what Coach Eastlick and our keys to the game meant, in our case, keys to the match, about pushing the pace. Saw Padua taking his time to get back to center, looks a little winded. Nice defense there, nice reshot. Again near the line, and he's got the hip covered, and he's going to get the 2 there. Nice job by Boyle to stay inbounds and get the takedown now 8-6 with just a tick under a minute to go in the 3rd period. All right, there's the escape. Now we got a 1-point match. Now Padua's going to need a takedown here. See if he can get this takedown. Still neutral. Going to try for a throw here with an underhook. Boyle doing a nice job, and they're going to go out of bounds with just 8 seconds remaining. Carlos Padua's got to get something happening here. Boyle doing a nice job. He's got no stalls. He gets a warning now with just 2.8 to go. All he really has to do, and you hear coaches may yell, circle, circle, do not step back. He does. Very rare you'll get a call there with 3 seconds to go. Brian Boyle with a nice 8-7 win. So the senior on senior night steps up with a big finish and a takedown in the 3rd. Looks like Dylan Kim coming out now for the Indians, and this looks like it'll be a forfeit at 120. That's going to be 6 more points for the Indians. Going to jump their lead to 15-0. 126 looks like Ricky Snyder. And it is. And also Pennsauken does not have anybody tonight at 126, so another forfeit. Going to jump the Indians lead now to 21. And now we're going to go to 132, and we do have a matchup here. Alex Gizeh for the Indians, Philip Foe for the Pennsauken Indians.
Locked up right now.
No change here. Gizeh in on a single. Now looking to try to make it a double. Double underhook put in there by Philip Foe, and they go out of bounds, and they're back to the center circle again. Both wrestlers looking to gain hand control. Nice single. Switches off to a double, a high single. But nice defense there and a little scramble by Foe as he grabs the leg of Gizeh, makes it virtually impossible for him to get around behind to get his points, and suddenly we have another stalemate situation. Oh, and a nice shot right off the whistle by Foe. Now it looks like Gizeh is going to try for a headlock, but he's not going to have any luck. Oh wait, he hips in again, and he's got the headlock and the takedown. And counting for back points here. He has the 5 count, so it'll be a 3-point near fall. Now he's trying to settle down here to see if he can get a fall for his team. Now he hips it again. Nice job. Time is running short. Now there's the fall. 1 minute 52 seconds is the time of the fall. The winner, Alex Gizeh, the 132-pounder for Lenape, with a nice job on the headlock there. Problem there was Philip Foe just had to push his elbow off. They're going to forfeit to McCormick at 138. So now we're going to have probably looks like Ryan Lee then will move up to 145, where it looks like he'll take on, I'm guessing this is Landon Friedman. Quick start for the Indians here, Ethan. 33-0 after just 6 matches. And a nice takedown by Friedman. Nice high single, switches off to a double, looking for a half, and lets him go. Gonna work back on his feet again. And a nice snap and spin behind to make it 4-1 now for Friedman. Looks for a 2-on-1. Now 1-on-1. Chopping the near arm. Now he's got it attached. Now we can see one of those tilts again that we saw in the earlier match with Boyle. There it is. Nicely done by Friedman. He's going to get a 2 count there, so it'll make it 6-1 now.
Lenape's done good so far on keeping him down, even making an attempt right here to get back up. But he's done a good job on preventing that. Trying to snap out his arms. Locked up right now. And he's got him down for 2.
8-1 now, or 8-2 with that takedown and escape. Choice will go to Pennsauken here. Green will defer, so they will decide on the 3rd period. Lenape has chosen neutral. And another nice takedown by Landon Friedman. Increases his lead now to 10-2. Now he's up 8 points. That's going to be a major decision at this point if nothing changes from there. But Friedman looking for more. He's going to lock in a cradle. Oh, and he's got it locked in really deep. Oh, but a nice job by Ryan Lee to break the hold. Didn't even get the takedown on that. Now he's got another takedown, so it increases the lead to 12-3. Under a minute now remaining in period number 2. 12-3 lead for Landon Friedman. Lenape with a commanding 33-0 lead on the team score. Looking to what we call a suck back here. No, a nice job by Friedman. But Lee does a nice job to get off his back, but it's another 2-point near fall. Now up 14-3.
Trying to break his arms right now.
Next target for Friedman would be if he can get a 15-point lead, which then becomes a technical fall. Under 20 now remaining in the second period. Pennsauken will have choice. We got another 2 count, so that's going to be another 2-point near fall. Now it's the same hold, so that doesn't, you notice the referee not showing us the points yet because he has them in the same maneuver. And then finally he awards the 2-point near fall. 16-3, and Pennsauken will choose bottom. So if Friedman would turn him for 2 points or more without getting a fall, they'll stop the match. He'll be up 15, and it's called a technical fall worth 5 team points. And he's looking for that tilt, and then that not able to turn the shoulders to a 45-degree angle, which is what is required.
Still looks like he's trying to get it.
He's trying, but Lee's doing a nice job of keeping his hip down so that he can't, the back cannot be exposed. Great camera work with great close-up here on. All right, Friedman working for a 2-on-1 tilt here. Now it looks like he's looking for a far side cradle.
Under a minute left.
Coach is wanting to cut him and let him go since he's been so dominant on his feet. Still control for Friedman, so there's been no escape yet. And then we're going to have blood time. So trainer will come out. So with 39 seconds to go here in our matchup at 145 pounds.
Looks like both players have some blood.
Now the cleanup begins. And you have 5 minutes of blood time. You have to use it as many times as you would like. And there's the reversal for 2 points, or the near fall for 2 points, which is going to make it 18-3, and a technical fall and 5 points for the Indians.
So total score now extends to 38-0.
And I believe we're going to have a forfeit here at 152. I believe that's, I'm not sure who that is. So we got another forfeit. So now it's 44-0. May have been Frank Beierschmidt there to take that forfeit because this looks like Matt Still headed out on the mat. And he's going to go up against Brandon Medina Salas.
To clarify, I believe that was Frank who
Thank you.
had that last forfeit.
It was a great job there by athletic trainer Deidre Thurston for Lenape to clean up the blood rapidly. Not one of the fun tasks that athletic trainers are forced to do.
Locked up right now.
Still on a single. Got to control him at the mat. And and not quite yet, and there's your takedown. Quick escape by Medina Salas, so it's 2-1. Back to their feet again.
Trying to get hand control. And they break free.
Coach is looking for the reshot there after the missed shot by Medina Salas. Underhook in by Matt Still. Now he's got to get his knees under him. Matt Still got to pull the knees up. Now he's got to circle. Bring him back to the center. Trying to play the line. There's a good job. And he attacks the ankles, and that's going to be a takedown. Nice job by Matt Still on the boundary line to stay in bounds, to pull Medina Salas back in, and then cover both ankles and get the takedown before going out of bounds. Good job there by Matt Still. 4-1 lead now.
Did well at getting the recontrol after it seemed he started to lose it a little bit.
Yes, he did. Just a few seconds remaining in the period, so Still wants to not give up a point in the last few seconds. Got a deep half in, but the buzzer will go, and it will be choice for Pennsauken. Pennsauken defers, and Lenape chooses bottom with a 4-1 lead. So Medina Salas gets in the referee's position in the top position. Medina Salas gets to his feet, now looking to get a reversal, and he does. Makes it 6-1 now. Trying to again work on the one-on-one on the near side. Trying to lift that near leg step through and Turk. If he hooks that bottom leg now, it's called a Turk. And it's much easier to turn the bottom man's hips if he could hook that, his left leg, around Medina Salas's right knee. And now he's got it. He's got it now. Now you see how much easier by lifting that leg. He's not able to get the 45 degrees. He's got to turn it a little more. If he could reach across, that's what he wants. Now he's got to lift that leg up to the ceiling. Just needs to get more on that tricep there.
Looks like he broke out of it.
Nice job by Medina Salas to get out of that Turk. Because that's a tough move once you're locked in it to get out of. Good follow behind here by Still. Good position here with a 6-1 lead, riding tough on top. Got to get his hips up. If he elevates his hips and can get up there, he could. And they're out of bounds. No change in the positioning. Pensauken's choice. Cruz is neutral, so they'll go on their feet again. And that's something that's changed in wrestling over the years. Years ago, you just had the choice of top or bottom. You didn't have that choice of neutral. You didn't have the choice of deferring either, so.
Making the coaches think a little bit more of what they want to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's a lot more strategy involved now. Collar and elbow tie. Nice defensive block with the arms by Medina Salas. Underhook in there by Still on the right-hand side. Now works it down to a single, drops down nicely. And now the whizzer is in tough. That's a tough whizzer there. Can he limp arm out? Nope, they're going to go out of bounds before anybody can get control. One minute remaining in the third period, and no control yet, but there's another takedown for Still. And now 8-1, so he needs one more point to get a major. And we'll see if, with having a substantial lead, a lot of times they would cut him to make it 8-2 and then maybe try to get a takedown, and 10-2 would be a major. But at this point in the team score at 44-0, I don't think the bonus points are going to come into play very much. .20 seconds now with a 7-point lead for Matt Still of Lenape. Trying to scoop again to get into that same Turk that we looked at before, but he's not going to have enough time, and this one's going to finish with an 8-1 decision in favor of Matt Still. Adds 3 more to the Indians' team total, now ups the lead to 47-0. Looks like Claudie Vasquez, and this looks like Riley Santino.
And they're locked up right here. Very aggressive start.
Who's the guy wrestling for Lenape? Can you ask them? No, Lenape.
They'll break out here.
I'm guessing that's Michael Hughes out there for Lenape. My mistake. Against Claudie Vasquez.
Breaking out here, continuing to lock up. Locked up again. Takedown there. Got him up in the air. Still neutral. And Hughes did a good job breaking free there. And 2 points awarded to Hughes. Very good job breaking free and quickly acting back.
Very nice work there by Riley Santino to get that takedown. He's up against Brandon Medina Salas. That was Jason Lee in the last match. That's one thing about wrestling. If you don't have somebody that's announcing who the wrestlers are at the beginning of the match, we don't know these wrestlers, so I apologize for both Ethan and I that we were not able to give you the right wrestler there for Pennsauken in the last matchup. But now we know it's Mike Hughes in this match, or Riley Santino, excuse me, for Lenape, and he's up against Brandon Medina Salas. And a 2-1 lead for Lenape.
Both locked up here. 10 seconds left in this one. Looks like they're just gonna run it out.
Be Lenape's choice. Lenape defers, and Brandon Medina Salas will take bottom, trailing 1-0. Or 2-1, I'm sorry, 2-1. And 47-0 on the team score. Just a 1 count, so he's not going to get any points there. Got to hold the shoulders exposed for at least 2 seconds. Throws a half, but never got out to the side to try to run it. That's one of the things, if you're going to throw the half, you got to be out to the side. You get perpendicular to the man as opposed to parallel to the wrestler. He's going to throw a leg in here, a cross body ride, now double legs, but they're going to be at the boundary line and out of bounds. 109 to go in period number 2. Riley Santino holding a 2-1 lead over Brandon Medina Salas. He's got the cross wrist. Now what's he going to do with it? Going to try to tilt him up, and he does, but again only gets a 1 count. Good job by Medina Salas to not expose his back for any length of time there.
He's done a good job on not giving up when the opportunity comes against him. He's kept his focus and still continues.
Back to his feet again. Now here comes a back tilt. Oh, and he lost the 2-on-1. Sometimes you're able to kick out the, right at the backs of the knees and bring him right back to his back for, at least maybe a 2 count for 2 near fall points. Riding a crotch pry and a half there. Very difficult for the bottom wrestler to get away from that. Oh, dangerously close to getting a little too high there for Riley Santino, but he quickly got his weight back on the hips. Lenape's going to have choice in the 3rd, so no scoring in the 2nd, and still a 2-1 lead for Riley Santino, and he's going to choose bottom now in the 3rd.
Medina Salas has done a good job keeping in the game, even though he's down by 1 point and been on the ground most of the time.
Quickly escapes out in just 5 seconds for Riley Santino, increasing the lead now to 3-1. Looking for a dump there. Santino's got to fight to get his hips up. Nice job by Santino. Real nice defense there by Santino, and unfortunately for Brandon Medina Salas, he couldn't finish the offensive attack there and allowed Santino to get back to his feet. Not a good shot there, and it's going to result in a takedown. Was no penetration, had his head buried in the mat, and that's a recipe for giving up a takedown, not getting one.
Santino's still on top here.
We're now under 40 seconds to go in the 3rd, 3-1. Medina Salas has to get either a reversal to tie, at least get back to his feet to get within a point where a takedown would give him the victory. But Santino doing a nice job of keeping the weight right at the crux of his back, controlling the hips, riding that claw. Gets a little high. And, oh, there's the reversal with just 6 seconds to go, and now we're tied. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's 5. My mistake. So the reversal doesn't hurt. It's still going to be a 5-3 win. For Mike Hughes. Forgot about that last takedown. So now this looks like Claudie Vasquez. And I'm guessing this is Manny Virgilio.
Mm-hmm.
Here at 182 pounds. Is that Vasquez for you guys?
Locked up here with
And it is Claudie Vasquez against Manny Virgilio.
Virgilio did a good job escaping there at the end and even flipped on his shoulders. Still neutral.
Takedown for Claudie Vasquez, and his first lead for Pennsauken's really first lead of the night.
Vasquez has done a good job keeping control. He picks him up. Attempting to reposition, but Lenape's done a good job sticking to the ground. Looks like they'll run it out here.
There's the end of the first period. 2-0 lead for Claudie Vasquez. Green defers. Lenape chooses defense. Starting period number 2. 2-0 lead for Claudie Vasquez of Pennsauken. Trying to get the Indians on the board team score-wise here. Just 3 matches left after this one, Ethan. No more forfeits, so that's good to see. We've got weight classes filled for the rest of the night. Trying to lift it in to get it into a Turk, what we've seen before, but a nice job by Manny Virgilio not to let that happen. We got a warning on Pennsauken for stalling on the top, not working out to the side, covering those hips, and that's, you got to be working for a fall at all times. Optional start, and going to let him go for an escape to make it 2-1. See if he can score more points on his feet, because he's not having any luck turning Manny Virgilio.
He's done a good job on that, even though being on the bottom for most of the time. He's done good in keeping his position. And
interesting footwear on Claudie Vasquez. 1 white shoe, 1 red shoe. Nice shot. He's got to take him gently to the mat. Oh, and he didn't finish it. Got to drop him to a hip here. Trying to position him. Right into a Turk, almost. Nice job. Good takedown, good soft return to the mat. Vasquez now up 4-1. Now we've got a warning for stalling on Manny Virgilio. And again, Vasquez will let him go, make the score 4-2. Didn't get the good penetration like he got in the last shot. Very near the out-of-bounds line. Just a few seconds remaining here in period number 2. We start period number 3, and Vasquez will choose bottom.
And And Vasquez will break free. Not much right now. It seems like Vasquez is trying to take control of the arm. Virgilio's done a good job not allowing that. Good takedown there. An attempt at least. Virgilio's done a good job not allowing it. Virgilio did a good job of breaking free of that.
Five-2 lead here for Claudie Vasquez. Manny Virgilio's got to get some work going here, Ethan, if he wants to get back into this match. He's 5-2. There's no, not going to score points by not shooting, and he needs to try to get 3 of them. Maybe a takedown and backs. Less than 30 seconds. Battling for hand control there in the center of the mat. Vasquez making it very difficult for Virgilio to get inside to get a good shot. Just a nice job defensively here on his feet by Vasquez as he holds the 5-2 lead, and that's going to be where it's going to finish. And there's the point for a stall on Lenape. Going to make our final score: Claudie Vasquez 6, Manny Virgilio 2, and the first team points of the night are scored by Pennsauken as they now trail 50-3.
Here we come.
And 195-pound mashup, Giovanni Martinez for Pennsauken, and looks like Ian Cammarata for the Lenape Indians. I keep saying Indians, Ethan, and they're both Indians here tonight.
Locked up at the arms right now.
Both men looking for some sort of, there's a nice rush in there by Cammarata. Looking now, he's got to work with. He's got the head in the wrong position. Needs to be right in his same ear that you have the Russian. When you have his arm like that, it's called a Russian. You need to get your head right into that same ear. Puts a lot more pressure on the defensive wrestler. Both gentlemen here in tie-ups.
And helmet fixing. That's what it looked like.
Yep. When you're on your feet like that and the headgear comes off or gets detached or out of position, then the referee will usually stop it. Martinez in deep, but nice defense there by Cammarata. Gets behind him now. He's got to take him to the mat to get the takedown, and there it is. Nice go behind. And we've got blood time here for Pennsauken. Nope, blood red. Looks like something on the side of Cammarata's face. So that'll put Ms. Thurston back to work again. And as I said in the earlier matchup, you have 5 minutes total. If it continues to bleed and your time runs out, then you are defaulted. Rarely that happens.
Let's take a look at the LDTV Sports replay.
This is the nice takedown here to the mat by Ian Cammarata. Did a nice job of a go behind, and they were standing on their feet, but then he was able to take him to the mat. And Cammarata looks like he's got Gonna need to, that's, looks like it may have to be patched up because it looks like from our vantage point, even that there's still blood there. And I'm not sure the referee will take a look at that and he'll allow that to continue. I've seen matches where you couldn't get it stopped and you had the gauze on there and you actually had to take athletic tape and wrap it around the guy's head. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see another blood time here for Cammarata with just 18 ticks left in period number 1 and a 2-0 lead for Ian Cammarata. Trying to work a 2-on-1 tilt, and he's got it, and he's got 2, 3, and then loses them. So we're going to get probably here I think we've got a 2 near fall for Cammarata, then a reversal for Martinez. So at the end of the first period, it's going to be 4-2 in favor of Cammarata, and Pennsauken will choose down. Lenape deferred, so they'll have choice in the third. Nice work there. Quick escape by Giovanni Martinez of Pennsauken to narrow the gap now to 4-3. And we've got headgear loose. Cammarata puts it back on, and we go back at it again. 220-pound matchup on deck. 2 of Pensauken's better wrestlers in the last 2 matches of the night. Justin Gould at 220 and Jesus Cruz Marrero at 285. But they're going to be matched up against Kevin Langlois and Miraj Kumasi. So I look forward to those last 2 matches of the evening. Here we've got quite a battle, 4-3. Anybody's match yet with a halfway through the match now as we approach the 1-minute mark of period number 2. A good shot in there by Giovanni Martinez, but he doesn't finish, and a nice counter and go behind for Cammarata to increase his lead to 6-3.
Very good job by Cammarata to counter the attack there.
Absolutely. Looking to try to wind him up now. Hasn't got it yet. Now he uses the up. If he, yeah, there you go. Now he's got to catch him with a half, and he did. Cammarata trying to put this away. Not much time, and there it is, the fall. 3 minutes and 30 seconds is the time of the fall for Ian Cammarata. Going to put the Indians up 56-3. Looks like Justin Gould and Kevin Langlois in our 220-pound match.
Locked up at the arms. Trying to get a headlock. Both guys are. Not much in the first period yet. Both guys still on their feet.
No, both wrestlers looking for an advantage. Both wrestlers trying to feel each other out.
Ooh, good takedown there. Gets his leg.
Nice takedown. Very, very nice finish there. 2-0 lead for Justin Gould.
A little bit more than 30 seconds left in the first. And it'll be a stalemate. Looks like he's trying to hook under his leg. And that'll be the first. Justin Gould, the 2-point advantage so far.
And Langlois will take defense in the second period. Pennsauken deferred it to him.
Gould on top, trying to hook under the legs, but not much quite yet, and they'll let him go. Minute to go left in this. Good takedown there.
Nice defense there by Langlois, and then they go off out of the circle for the out of bounds.
Trying to get a headlock. Going for the leg, couldn't get it there. It was Gould.
Seven seconds now. Less than that now in the second period. Third period choice will belong to Pennsauken. Justin Gould will choose bottom with a 2-1 lead.
And look like Langlois is getting something going.
They'll go back to center, no points scored there. Langlois looking to pick that far ankle and drive him. Going to show the referee the neutral. It's going to give Gould a 3-1 lead, and so Langlois is going to need a takedown here in the last minute and a half to tie this match. For Justin Gould, he just kind of needs to continue the same way he's been working along. There's a nice single leg pickup.
Gould did good there to prevent it. And
pressures the head there. He may be able to spin around behind and get the takedown, Gould can. Langlois doing a nice job of holding on to that knee. Lost the leg, and now Gould gets around behind for the takedown to increase his lead to 5-1. And that's going to make it very difficult now on Kevin Langlois.
like Langlois.
Out of bounds with 35 seconds remaining.
Langlois will be on the bottom. There's about 35 seconds left. Under 20 to go.
Gould doing a nice job of just hanging on here. Looking to try to turn him. Not much time left.
And that'll be it.
And he's going to end up getting a 3-point near fall at the end to make the final score 8-1. Favor of Justin Gould. Second win of the night for the Pennsauken Indians. And this looks like Miraj Kumasi and Jesus Cruz Marrero. So last match of the night, Lenape, the team competition is well out of hand in favor of the Indians, and they're out of bounds. Both men looking to get real physical up top here, so it wouldn't surprise me if one of these guys gets a throw and the other one ends up on his back. And
Yeah, very aggressive
there
start
he
in the
goes.
beginning.
Marrero looking to get inside. He's got the lock on. Oh, and he's got a nice bear hug. Now the question is, could be a nice job by Kumasi to lock underneath. Now again, he's trying to push him up, as you can see, to get the leverage there, but out of bounds again. Collar and elbow tie. And there's another bear hug, and he got into it quickly, and a nice takedown by Marrero, but a good job by Kumasi of not getting thrown to his back. While the wrestlers are going at it on top and bottom, we'll see if Marrero can turn him or if Kumasi can get out. Now they're wrestling here. We've got to thank our option 2 kids, Alonzo Belton, Spencer Fody, and Michael Sleeper, and our crew, Hannah O'Hare, Mackenzie Cruz, Cammie Riley, Grace Holty, Elena McDonald, Charlotte Tran, Jamison Dixon, Abby Wesner. We saw Scott Minshall on the opener. I'm Scott Glossner, and Ethan Hartley has been the play-by-play guy tonight. And we thank the truck in making Ethan and I look as good as is humanly possible, and that's not an easy
That'll be out of
task.
bounds there.
Out of bounds they go.
About 39 seconds left.
Breaks him flat. He's trying to get an arm bar in there, but it's not working real well. Now he's got him flat again, and that's where he wants him. Let's see if he tries to. Now he's looking for what they call a power half. Push the head down, put the half, try to hook it in. That's a great job there by Miraj Kumasi to put the left hip down where he felt the half Nelson coming in. Makes it much more difficult for your opponent to turn you to your back. And, good roll through by Kumasi as Cruz Marrero could not hold him there. Lenape will have choice. They're going to defer. Green is going to take down. So 2-0 for Jesus Cruz Marrero as we head into period number 2 of our last bout of the evening. We got a locked hand, so we're going to get 2 points here. We're going to get a point for the escape and then a point penalty for the locking of the hands by Miraj Kumasi. So that'll jump the lead to 4-0 now for Cruz Marrero. Oh, he's looking for that bear hug again that he got in the first period. Oh, and
he's going for the lift again.
Yep, he's got it now. He's going to go for a headlock. Kumasi now got a hip in. Nice job, though, by Cruz Marrero to fend off the attempted headlock. And now he's looking to put a half in. Going to try and turn him. Good job there by Kumasi again to get the near hip down so that he couldn't turn him.
Cruz Marrero's.
Yeah, he had it. He
Yeah.
had it. He had a nice hammerlock in there and was about to get him turned, but again, Kumasi does a nice job of staying out of the troubled position that Cruz Marrero was putting him in. He's got the hammerlock again. Now he's looking for what we call a Viking, but he lost the hammerlock again. So that's twice that Cruz Marrero really had him in a tough position. Now he's got a cradle locked in. And he lost it again. Or Kumasi just doing a nice job there defensively of not getting turned.
10 seconds left.
We're going to go to the third period then. Cruz Marrero still maintaining a 6-0 lead. Lenape will choose neutral. They will not go down. They will not go on top. They will take standing. See if Cruz Marrero again tries for that bear hug that we've seen twice, but Kumasi did a nice job to fend it off.
He's got the bear hug, but
too close to the end line, sideline, the out of bounds line there.
much more of a subtle approach now compared to the beginning when
There's
they both
the
had.
takedown, makes it 8. Now you can get pinned as long as see Cruz Marrero still in bounds, and even though years ago you couldn't get pinned out there. And now he's out of bounds. No backs. Jesus Cruz Marrero still looking to try to figure out a way to turn Miraj Kumasi, but he hasn't had any luck here. He's had a couple. He's had a couple of takedowns. But he has not been able to get any back points here, and that's why. But he is at a major decision with just about a little over 30 seconds remaining in the contest. Trying to half Nelson, trying to get him over, but again, a great job by Kumasi of keeping the near hip down, and that will eventually lead us to what is called a potentially dangerous situation. The shoulder socket there of Miraj Kumasi with a lot of pressure on it, and so the referee stopped it. Said that's a little dangerous. As we're at 21 seconds remaining in the third period. It'll be an 8-0 major decision victory for Jesus Cruz Marrero, and it's going to be a final score, as you see on the board there, of 56-10 for the Indians. You see the teams, as they always do, going through, coaches and players, wrestlers, shaking hands, wishing each other well for the remainder of their season, which for Pennsauken means a date in the playoffs coming up next week. For the Indians, I'm sure another match on Wednesday, and it's probably some more on the weekend, as they all prepare not only for the team tournament, but also for the individual districts, regionals, and state championships coming up later in February. So a great performance.
LDTV sports productions are available online at youtube.com/Lenape District TV and for purchase at www.lhsd.org/LDTV copies. And the next game that LDTV Sports will cover is wrestling Seneca Golden Eagles at the Cherokee Chiefs.
I'm sure I'll be there for that one. So as you see now, they're rolling up the mat. Going to put it away until the Lenape's next home wrestling match. So a strong performance by the Indians here, you know, aided by the forfeits, obviously.
Absolutely.
But the match is on the mat. Lenape did a very nice job. And there's your final score here in tonight's wrestling match. The Lenape Indians 56, the Pennsauken Indians 10. Now we're going to take a couple of breaks and we'll be back with our play and player of the match.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmelagrana@lrhsd.org.
And welcome back. As you see our final score there from tonight's wrestling match, Lenape 56, Pennsauken 10. As you can see their records for the season, Lenape 6-12 and Pennsauken 7-12. It is now time for the Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game. 1-800-896-RECON or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Let's send it down to Scott Glossner for the interview.
Thanks, Ethan. I'm here with our player of the match, Brian Boyle. Brian, congratulations on a great win tonight.
Thank you very much, sir.
Understand the young man was 17-0, ranked 8th in the state. What was your mindset going in when you know you have a tough match?
My mindset was just to give it all I had. It was my senior night, and a lot of my family was here. My grandmother, this was the first match she's ever come to in my high school wrestling career, so I wanted to just give it all I had, sir.
I'm sure Grandmom's very proud of you. You're the only senior on a very young freshman and sophomore laden team. You have to take on a leadership role. How has that developed for you during this season?
I've tried to be an inspiration and a role model for other people on my team. I try to do the right thing in practice. I try to do extra after practice. When practice ends, I try to get a few more reps in just to show them that you got to work really, really hard, and we all work really, really hard every single day, and we just got to keep grinding.
And I'm sure a win like this shows the rest of the team, hey, Brian's working hard and he beat a kid that's really, really good tonight. If we work hard, we'll get the same result. Is that the mindset that you have, Brian?
I hope to give them the same passion for wrestling that I do. And I feel a win as a team tonight really pushes us into this week, as we have a lot of matches, but we can do a lot of damage this week. We can get a lot done.
Okay, now coming up in a few weeks are districts followed by regionals. Do you have any, we know what the team, it's always about the team, but in your case right now, it's you and I talking, what do you have as a personal goal coming up for the rest of the year now for yourself?
So last year I got third in districts and I lost my first match in regions. My goal this year as a senior is just to lay it all on the mat, whether that be making it back to regions. My goal for myself is to win my first match in regions. I want to make it back to regions and then win one match in regions.
Well, congratulations on a great win tonight. We wish you the best of luck, and thanks for spending time with the player of the match, Brian Boyle.
Thank you very much.
And now back to you, Ethan.
Thanks, Scott. As you know, Scott talked about with Brian that the player that he faced up in his match was 17-0, I believe that's what I heard. And obviously for Brian, that's a huge win for him. As you know, he continues, and as he talked about, he plays third in districts and hopes to continue what he's already started. It is now time to take a look at the All-State Good Hands Play of the Game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, 609-654-1462, or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands.
This, I believe, is going to be the pin at 195 for Ian Cammarata, who was working real hard the entire match, and then finally gets his shoulder there, gets the turn, gets a good on the far tricep, finally gets him over, and then you'll see him scoop the head right here. There's the scoop of the head, and now he's going to tighten it up. And finish the match coming up. There you'll see our referee Tracy Emmons looking, and there's the slap of the mat. That was a fall for Ian Cammarata in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Our play of the game, or of the match in this case. Now back to Ethan.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. As you can see, hard-fought effort by everyone. As you can see, again, our final score, Lenape 56, Pennsauken 10. Thank you for watching LDTV Sports. Have a good evening.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans